Hello, my name is Megan and welcome back to my channel Adventures with Megan. As you can see, I'm in a motorhome, so I'm currently travelling New South Wales and I've hired the Cruisin Motorhomes Sandpiper, which is a 2-berth motorhome, and I thought I'd give you a tour of it. So I'm living in this motorhome, so it's not the cleanest. It's also not the dirtiest, and I'll obviously give it a good clean before I give it back, but I thought this would give you like practical hints on what hiring this motorhome would be like. Starting with the outside of the van, so as you can see it is big. It has a length of 6.2 metres and a height of 3.2 metres. On its anatomical right side it has the electric plug-in bit, and it also has the gas. Below this is the tube for the grey water, and it has the toilet storage, which isn't as bad to empty as you think it might be. It then has the water hose point, which I'm actually filling up at the time of this video, and then also where you can attach it to the mains as well. So going around to the back of the van is where there's a load of storage. So in that cupboard that I've had to tape closed because the latch broke is the pipes, and then you've got so much storage here for all of your stuff, and there's also a table and chair included as well, which is excellent. And then on the anatomical left of the camper van is the sliding door so that you can get into it. And then moving to the inside of the van, so starting up front there are 2 seats. This one is swiveled around, which obviously it wouldn't be when I was driving, but I swivel it around when I'm sat in the van just to make the van feel a bit more open. So moving through to the van, on the front seat I always have the manual, always read the manual. It is actually really helpful, and I have my hat because I'm in Australia and it's right hot. I've then installed a little washing line so I can dry things like my drying mat from my washing up. And then there's just this bit that's got like the Apple CarPlay, it's got the USB, it's got all the controls and the air conditioning and whatnot. It's an automatic and it is very easy to drive. There are 2 water bottle holders here, as you can see, and then round the side of the driver's seat there is also another water bottle holder that can hold my 1 litre Camelback Chug water bottle. Above where the driver sits there is an area for storage, so in here I keep my warm layers and also the cover for the front screen of the motorhome at night. Fits in there nicely. I bought a bin from Kmart just because I like having a bin, and I put it next to my water when I'm travelling so it doesn't move. And I always make sure to have drinking water because you never know if there's going to be drinking water available, and then I have my shoes stored there as well. Underneath the seat there are power outlets, and under the seat there is all of the electronics and stuff. And then we have the table. So to pull this table out you just lift the flap, undo the elastic and pull the table out, and then you are good to go. Put it away again if you are driving. Next we have a TV, which is actually a smart TV, and a remote control for the air conditioning and heater. And then this little cupboard here has all of the controls for the things in the van, and the cupboard next door I just have in my like daily backpack and fanny pack. So moving through to the van we have a sink, a 2-burner gas hob, and then also a microwave if you are plugged into power. There is a cupboard here which has 3 shelves. I just have my toiletries at the top for ease of access, and then I have my tea and coffee making, and then just like a colander and a sieve. And then moving through these drawers here I've got plates and bowls and cups. Some of these I bought when I was in the previous camper. And then in the drawer below is all like the pots and pans and everything that was supplied. There is a kettle that goes in this space, but I just made a cup of tea, so I'm plugged into power, so I was using the electric kettle. You can also see a fridge freezer in the background as well that I forget to tell you about, and there is a massive full-length mirror which we absolutely love because in the last one I had no mirror. So moving into the bathroom that is behind here, we have a toilet, we have a sink, and we have a shower. So I've actually attached my cleanser here with duct tape so that it doesn't move. I've got a little wipe for drying off the shower after I've used it. This shower is actually really good, and I've opened the vent to give some ventilation, and I just hang this towel here. There's a little stool because the toilet's actually too high for me, so I like to have my legs on a stool. It makes it much more comfier when you sat on the toilet. I know, first world problem. And then I also have hooks for tea towels and for my bath towel, and then I've got a cupboard just for snacks. It is a glorious cupboard, and then a cupboard that actually has actual food in it, which is far less full from the snack cupboard, but anyway. And then this is the double bed, so it's a fixed double bed. Percy is very happy here, as you can see, and there's blinds either side. Normally I like to have a nice view out of the back of the van. I wanted the view that you can see at the front of the van here, which is of the creek in the background, but it didn't work with where the power was and where the water was. So here we are. So there's a little step to get up to the bed because it is quite high, and there's cupboards all around the bed as well, so it's really good for storage. So I've got my clean clothes in this one, and then I've got my dirty clothes in the one behind, I've got my electronics, and then I've got like my misc cupboard there. Very comfy. And then there's also a charging socket by the bed if you are plugged into power. So that is pretty much it, guys. If you have any questions about this motorhome, pop them in the comments below. I will put a link in the description box of the motorhome that I'd hired and the company that I've gone with. I would highly recommend the company, Cruisin Motorhomes. They gave me the van that I ordered, which is always a good start. And they've just been super helpful when I've been on the road as well. So I would highly recommend. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.